A woman is not allowed on Shabbat to braid her hair. It's halacha in the end of Siman Shin Gimel in Shulchan Aruch. Asur likloa isha se'ara b'Shabbat. She's not allowed to braid. She's not allowed to pull it out and let it go, let it open. Lo la'atir kliata. It's not allowed to do that. What's the isur? It says in the Mishnah Berurah, first of all, that the isur is midarabanan, not like Rabbi Eliezer that would hold it's the isur d'oraita, and those that follow him. Rather, we posek like the Rambam that it's isur d'rabanan mishum dedami lebinyan. It looks like the isur of boneh. What's the connection to boneh? Because the pasuk says vayiven Hashem Elokim et atzala, which means Hashem built the tzela of Chava. What does it mean vayiven? It says over there in the Gemara that vayiven is he braid her hair. And therefore we see that it's called vayiven binyan. For that Chachamim said it's not allowed to braid the hair, to fix the hair. Part of that also is to spray on the hair some hairspray in order to hold it together, or to put some gel or whatever holds the hair together. You have a hairstyle and you want to hold it together. The Biur Halacha over here says that tikun she'osim ha'ne'arot shachar she'roshan haya saruk yafeh, after the hair is made into some kind of style, ואין בו חשש של הסרת נימים, רוחצים המסרק בשמן טרוף במים, ומעבירים מסרק על ראשן להדביק השערות זו בזו להשכיבן על הראש. זה דומה לבניין. You put some oil on it, you put it in the comb, and you apply it on the hair, and that holds it together. That's דומה לבניין, that's also אסור. Says the Mishnah Berurah that this is all true on the hair that's connected to the head, that it would be asur mishum boneh, also kolea. But when we're talking about things that are not connected to the head, which means, let's say, a sheitel, a wig, then you have a different thing. He brings over here. אבל הקולע נימים בתלוש חייב משום הורג. If you're doing such a thing, you're weaving something that's talush, it's not connected to the head, that's considered oreg. By the way, letting it go, opening it, the Rambam says it's asur lesotro mishum potzea. The Sha'ar HaTziyun brings it down over here. So therefore that would be also asur. Could be that it's even worse than the head, because over there we said it's the Rabbanan, and over here could be that it's the Oraita. But the Mishnah Berurah says that it could be that we still would say it's the Rabbanan, because en sofa litkayem she'omedet listira. It's not so simple. According to that, since there's no isur boneh, it's only isur of oreg, comes out one is allowed to spray the wig on Shabbat. You style it and you can spray the wig, because that's the isur of boneh, and it doesn't apply isur boneh, says the Mishnah Berurah, on something that's talush. Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach argues, and he says that's not true in our wigs, because you want it to last, and therefore that's asur. And we found in Az Nidberu, he argues on that. So therefore, those that want to be mekel, they can rely on the Az Nidberu and do that. But we found over here that we do have a difference between hair and a sheitel. Another difference that we found is that the halacha allows you to put together the hair, and you put some kind of gumi like that to hold it together. That's fine, as long as, or any kind of comb to hold it together, and you can come out with it if it's for the style. But that is only true when you are putting something else to hold it together. But again, putting the hairspray or gel or anything like that, that would be davar he'asur. If anybody sees somebody that's lenient and puts gel or hairspray, there are those that would allow. For instance, we found in Tehillah David that he says that if you have the hair done manually with your hand, and then you apply on it spray, then is mesupak. Maybe that would be davar hamutar, and he actually over there in Tehillah David allows it. We found in Kitzur Ilchot Shabbat, where he brings this Tehillah David, he says that such a thing, you see that although he allows it, but other poskim didn't allow it, so one should be machmir, but here we found a certain kula for those that do it, that you shouldn't be mochiach. Also we found in Tzot HaShulchan that he brings down of Chaim Nai, that if a person is mesalsel peot harosh, they have people that, Hasidim that have peot harosh, they turn it and they spin it around like this, that's also davar asur. But if it's made a little bit from before Shabbat, and now they're just finishing it, anything that you're just doing as extra finishing, that's not davar asur, it brings down. According to that, we can also say that if a woman made her hair, and she just needs to finish it, and apply a little bit more beauty to it, that could be that the Ktsot HaShulchan would allow. So at least it's nogea nafka mina for us, what the Mishnah Berurah says over here, that if we see such a person that's doing it, mikol makom nira she'en kidai limchot b'makom shelo yishmeu lanu, but definitely one should not do it himself, and should not put any hairspray on the hair, and should not weave the hair, and not the sheitel, and let it open also on Shabbat.